y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Cancer, this is your reading. Starting your reading at 7:07. The number 7 can be significant for some of you guys. Your birthday could be July the 7th or the 17th even. But the number 7 is all about luck, a new path of life, rest, a spiritual awakening, and it's a sense that you are connected to the divine, which makes a lot of sense considering you're ruled by the moon. Sorry, y'all, I feel like I'm just trying to talk so fast, but yeah, you guys are ruled by the moon. That's your intuition, your subconscious, your inner thoughts, your emotions. So, yeah, I love the fact that we're starting the reading at 7:07. Some of you guys could be seeing 7:07 a lot lately as well. Please look that angel number up so you can really see what it means for you and how it resonates with your life, okay? But yeah, Cancer, we're going to hop right into it, get your energy for this week, and see what's going on, okay? I feel like I haven't done Cancer in a while. And even though you're not a Libra, happy Libra season. If you are dealing with a Libra or you have a Libra friend, make sure you wish them a happy birthday. Okay, for Cancer, we're going to go ahead and give you guys a 4-card pull this week. It's been a long time since I did one of those. What your person likes about you, what they don't like about you, what they don't want you to know, and what they don't like about the relationship as a whole. So let's see, for Cancer, what does their person like about them? For Cancer, what does their person like about them? And I know y'all probably be like, this girl is in a different setup every couple of days. For Cancer, what does their person like? The 5 of Cups in the reverse. That's nice. Maybe like you don't get disappointed a lot, or like you don't let things phase you, because the 5 of Cups in the upright is like a loss, a disappointment. You're really feeling like, wow, I'm disappointed that I even lost this person, or that they did actions that made me cut them off, which is still losing them. You know what I mean? So somebody likes the fact that you don't get disappointed easily. You don't dwell on the loss of people. So I don't know, maybe the person you're dealing with has had people in their life always be revolved around their exes, or they always miss their exes or something like that. Or they're always like talking about, oh, this is how I lost this ex, or this is how I ended this relationship. You don't do that. So I feel like that is something that they really like about you. You're not one to really talk about your past, okay? And let's see what they don't like about you. The person that Cancer is dealing with, what do they not like about them? The person that Cancer is dealing with, what do they not like about them? The 5 of Wands, that y'all argue too much. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of back and forth. The Wands being here, you could be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. 5 of Cups in the reverse here. You also could be dealing with another water sign, another Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. But yeah, this person doesn't like how much you guys go back and forth. This person doesn't like how much tension there is. I feel like you want to know what the 5 of Wands really reminds me of. Tit for tat type of energy. Like, you can't let this person have the last word, and they're not going to let you have the last word either. 7-11 on the clock as I said that. So, yeah. And speaking of 7-Eleven, some of you guys could have actually met the person that you're involved with at a gas station. That's only going to resonate for some, but the 5 of Wands being here, this person doesn't like how much y'all argue, how much y'all go back and forth. There's always so much tension. And like I said, that tit for tat energy, I feel like Cancer, take it how it may, okay? You might be the type of person that be like, oh, there's no way he sent the last text, or there's no way she sent the last text. I'm going to be the one that has the last word. So yeah, your person doesn't like how much y'all argue. Your person doesn't like how much you feel like you need to get your lick back, or you need to have the last word, or you need to keep going back and forth with them. Like, and what they don't want you to know is the Sun, which is very interesting because that's all about like blessings and vitality, joyous energy, heavy Leo energy. Some of you guys really could be dealing with a Leo or Aries or a Sag. But the Sun here, for what they don't want you to know, is kind of interesting because does somebody not want you to know that they're getting blessed with something? Also, the Sun card could be receiving a blessing. So I don't want to say that somebody got somebody pregnant, but that could be the case in some sorts. But the Sun here is also showing me somebody can feel like they're really happy and in more joyous energy when you guys are apart, because there's been so much arguing. So I could kind of get why they wouldn't want you to know that and like keep it a secret or whatever. But just please know, yeah, this person really doesn't want you to know, like, when we don't argue or when we're apart, I'm actually a little bit happier. And let's see what they don't like about the relationship as a whole. What do they not like about the relationship as a whole? The Six of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. The lack of attention, the lack of recognition, the lack of how things never come out right. It's like no matter how many times they try to create a way to solve the problem, somehow, some way, y'all always end up arguing. And maybe for some of y'all, they're not even trying to solve the problem. They just constantly argue with you. And it's like, how do you think we're going to get anywhere if you feel like you have to keep coming back at me? You know, this is just a little piece of advice. I don't know specifically who it's going to be for, but when you argue with somebody, sometimes it is okay for them to have the last word, because it don't be worth all the going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth, because it's never going to get you anywhere. I feel like if the end result is to hear each other, value each other's words, and really love each other, it shouldn't be like the need for things to not come out successful, or we did all this arguing to still not figure out our problems. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how this person feels about the relationship as a whole. Like, we do all this arguing, we do all this back and forth. I don't get recognition for the things that I have done. And I just hate how at the end of the argument, we're still in bad energy. Like, we're still not fully cool. You know what I mean? So very, very powerful messages from your person, Cancer. And heavy fire sign energy. I feel like you're definitely dealing with a fire sign. Let's see what else. What else is in the cards, honey? What else is in the cards for Cancer? What else do they need to see for the remainder of this September? What else does Cancer need to see for the remainder of September? Death in the reverse, Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Also, some of you guys, this could be the energy of you, you're trying to like bypass a rebirth. A lot of you guys could be going through some type of spiritual awakening, or there's something within yourself that has really changed, and it's like you're just not trying to accept it. The Death card is also about just the rebirth of everything around you. Like, your whole life could be looking differently, but it's like you're not trying to adjust to it in some type of way. So some of you guys could be struggling with that. Like, I just want everything to stay the same all the time. Life doesn't work like that. I'm here to tell you, I feel like God is telling you, everybody, ancestors, spirit, everybody's telling you, like, life is not meant to be the same. Or wouldn't it just be boring? What with the Death in the reverse for Cancer? Oh, not all them, spirit. And you see how that came out in the perfect chunk? Somebody's name could start with a D. What would the Death in the reverse, spirit, for Cancer? Death in the reverse for Cancer. Death in the reverse for Cancer. The Justice, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Literally your card. Okay, so let's get into it. The Justice card with the Death in the reverse is kind of giving me an indicator that you want to finally start being fair to yourself and fair to your life now. Anything that you have tried to be like, I'm not changing that about myself, or, oh, this part of my life is about to change a little bit too much. I don't think I could take that. I'm going to try my hardest to keep it the same way that it is. That's not an option anymore. You're starting to believe, okay, the more I treat myself fair, the more I'm in acceptance of things, the greater things get for me. And you see how on each side, her lanterns are lit, right? So I feel like maybe you've been feeling dark, or maybe you have been not feeling like your life was that lit up. And now that you're in the energy of like, okay, I'm not going to keep avoiding change. Like, so much changes every week, every month, hell, like, but that's everybody's life. So Cancer, I feel like it's very important for you to be in this Justice energy and be fair to yourself. Like, no matter what comes my way, I know I can adapt to it. A lot of you guys do have a huge fear of change. That's what the Death in the reverse is. Also, some of you guys could be going to court. There could be an upcoming court battle. You could be in some type of issue or back and forth with a Libra. You don't have to be. The Queen of Cups is your card. It's still just showing me that regardless of how much change you have to make, you're still going to be sweet. You're still going to be caring. You're still always putting others before yourself. The Queen of Cups is a sweetheart nurturer. She wears her heart on her sleeve. And it's like, no matter what, I'm going to care and cater to somebody before I cater to myself. And the Seven of Pentacles. This is a lot of hard work for you. Also, the Seven of Pentacles is more so about reflection. The Eight of Pentacles is more so about the hard work and perseverance to get through things. So the Seven of Pentacles is coming out showing me, okay, I'm reflecting a lot on my past, and maybe that's why I'm so afraid of change. Like, I've tried to change my past before and it didn't work out that great. Or I've tried to change who I was before and I still fell into the same ways. So I feel like a lot of you guys are doing a lot of self-reflection right now. But I feel like it's for the better. If you feel like that's going to help you go through this rebirth so you can stop avoiding it, definitely keep reflecting. But don't do it so much that you drain yourself and you dwell on the past, because we don't want to do that, right? What else? We're getting a lot of number 7s. Y'all peep that? Ever since y'all reading started, lots of number 7s. 7 of Pentacles, 707, 711. A lot of you guys really are connected to the divine a lot more than you realize. And I feel like your intuition is going to be getting higher this month. And yeah, a lot of good luck is coming to you. Once you stop trying to avoid this rebirth, Cancer, better get with the program, Bookie. What else? Like, oh my God, I'm so afraid to change, but I have no choice. I have no choice. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're not really that emotionally stable either. Also, the 9 of Cups in the reverse with the Death in the reverse, there could be a Scorpio in your energy that isn't really happy with where they're at in the relationship, either with you or with somebody else. I'm not getting any cheating or third party energy, so maybe somebody's not fully emotionally satisfied with you. I don't like the 9 of Cups in the reverse card. I will be honest, because it's somebody who, they have feelings, but they know their feelings aren't fully there. They know they don't see the 10 of Cups with you. They know they don't see marriage with you or having children with you. It's like you satisfy them in a lot of other ways, but they don't see the potential of really getting to that wish fulfillment, really getting to that marriage standpoint. So if you are dealing with a Scorpio or another water sign, I feel like they're not really emotionally fully there. What else with the 9 of Cups in the reverse? This could also be your energy. You could be feeling like you're not really fully emotionally stable. You're not really happy. You're not really comfortable. The Empress. Some of you guys really could be pregnant. But this is what I'm saying. A lot of you are a divine feminine. The Empress and the Queen of Cups. You guys are huge nurturers. Some of you guys could actually have a job in like caregiving. Some of you guys could work in a daycare. You could actually work with children. I just feel like a lot of you guys have a job where you care for somebody. So definitely getting a lot of that. Some of you guys could even be getting engaged or married. The Sun popped out again. We are not taking all of those. Let me just shuffle it. But the Sun card did pop out again. But what else with the Empress? Page of Wands. More Wands energy. More fire sign energy. That's what I'm saying. Heavily, you guys are dealing with the fire sign. But the Page of Wands, a lot of you guys could be planning a trip. You could be traveling somewhere. This is also a new creative endeavor. So some of you guys could be getting like a side hustle, a second income. This is also exploring other things. So some of you guys, who just got this in their reading? Aquarius? I think it was Aquarius or Gemini. I forget which one, but somebody got in their reading that they were exploring their sexuality. Shoot, some of you guys might be doing that. But the Page of Wands is also about just putting yourself back out there. You're creating new ways to put yourself out in the world again. So I always like to say like dating apps. This could be you meeting up with other people that you used to find interesting, but you didn't give them a chance. And you could be going on dates. I feel like you're just exploring, like, where do I go from here? How do I move? What do I do? I do feel strongly. A lot of you guys are taking a trip. The woods could be significant. Some of you guys could be planning a cabin trip. Some of you guys could have already went on a cabin trip. And then the Emperor in the reverse. Aries energy. What did I keep saying about this fire sign? So whoever this person is, I feel like somebody is very, very controlling and manipulative. And with the Death in the reverse, somebody isn't willing to change either. They're not. Somebody is choosing to continuously operate from their south node, from the dark part of themselves, and they don't want to change. For some of you guys, this person could have been verbally or physically abusive as well. The 9 of Cups in the reverse showing me they were only around, or if you still have this person in your energy, Cancer, I'm going to be honest, this person is only around for something that they could gain from you because they don't see long term with you. They don't see that marriage potential with you. Also, the 9 of Cups in reverse, that's what I'm saying. Somebody is like, they don't even got their shit together all the way, but they're trying to live in luxury with you. And it doesn't work like that, because it's like, if you're not giving nothing to me and I'm not giving nothing back to you, what's going on here? But somebody is very, very controlling. They're very manipulative. I feel like somebody could really try to act like they're your dad. For some of you guys, this really is your dad, and they just do too much. They don't have a lot of boundaries. Some of you guys could have a father that doesn't have any boundaries, doesn't have any limits. And I feel like they're always on your ass about something, but they don't ever change their ways. They don't ever change their heart. You get what I'm saying? What else with the Emperor in the reverse? Yeah, y'all. I kept telling y'all since the beginning of the reading. Heavy fire sign energy. What else with the Emperor in the reverse? The Queen of Wands. You're very, very good looking, Cancer, just period. I feel like you have a specific way that you express yourself, whether it's your hair, your clothing, your jewelry. Some of you guys, oddly enough, some of you guys may have specific animals that are like out of the norm. So somebody could have a pet fucking iguana or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But you are very attractive, and I feel like this person does see that. But maybe you want to know what I just got. Somebody could be very controlling over the way that you dress, Cancer. Somebody could be like, oh, why do you have that on? Or why are you showing so much skin? Somebody could also be very controlling about how you express yourself. So I feel like if one day you just want to wake up and say, fuck it, I'm cutting my hair off, I'm going a style like Monica or some Fantasia shit. This person, I feel like they would try to control what hairstyle you have, or you get what I'm saying? It's something within your appearance that this person tries to control. Yeah, get away from this person. For those of you that are still involved with them, I feel like just know anything that they did unfair to you, if they did verbally or physically abuse you in some type of way, justice is being served. So if you are going to court with this person, I feel like, yeah, this could be a restraining order or PFA. There go my ear itching. This person probably talking about you right now, real shit. But yeah, I feel like somebody was just so mad at how good you look or how much attention you get. And I feel like that's why they tried to control a situation. What else for Cancer before we hop into the Oracle? What else for Cancer before we hop into the Oracle Spirit? What else for Cancer? Channeling Cancer. The Six of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but this is you moving on to more peaceful and calmer waters. But you see how there's a woman on the boat? For my gentleman, there could have been a new woman that came into your life and swept you off your feet. Like, you don't got to keep dealing with this person that is just like so wrong to you. Don't ever want to change their ways. You got to go to court with them. They're so controlling. They hate how good you look, whatever. And same for my women. Like, you could have had a man move you into peace. Like, all them little dating apps you was on with this Page of Wands, you could have really ended up meeting somebody that was just like, I'm going to make your world a whole lot better. For those of you that aren't involved with anyone, you just chose yourself. At the end of the day, you were like, I have to be fair to me. I want justice for myself, for people, how this person and people have wronged me. So I think I'm just going to choose myself. I'm going to get on my boat and I'm going to move on. Just period. Some of you guys could have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your chart. It could be your moon or your rising, okay? Because we did get the Justice card out and the Six of Swords, heavy air sign energy. And this is a 10-card spread, which is the Wheel of Fortune card. So cycles are being completed. Your old ways are now finishing out. It's like it has no life left in it. That's what I'm saying. Any of your old ways, it's like it has no battery life left. It's burnt out. So I feel like if whoever you're dealing with, if they aren't able to evolve and grow with you and really accept their rebirth, accept change, you're moving on. And for those of you that are pregnant, I feel like maybe it's a hurt piece to have to move on from this person, but I still see you in this very caring, sweetheart energy. You're not losing that self about you. You're not losing that part of yourself, I should say. And then the Seven of Pentacles, it's just like, you know, I'm thinking a lot about what me and this person been through. I'm doing a lot of reflecting on how much I've cared as well, because the Seven of Pentacles is literally in the direction of the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you reflecting on how much you care, how much you put people first, how much you're always tending to other people's feelings and needs before you tend to your own. Cancer, I just want to give you a hug. I feel like this was a lot. Let's hop into the Oracle. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. My purse is all the way over there. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. My bad. I had to put on some lip gloss, honey. I was not going to keep licking my lips every 48 seconds. Okay. Let's get into the what's the news I wish I had my nails on. The tap would be so much more satisfying. It really would. But it's okay, y'all. Won't be without them for long. For Cancer, what does Cancer need to know, see here for the remaining of September? For Cancer, Spirit, channeling Cancer, channeling Cancer. For Cancer. Anything else? Wait till y'all see. I'm gonna pick that one up first. We have fed up, okay, over it not having frustrated. Yeah, I feel like you're really fed up with how much you care about people and they don't be showing you the same energy back, or how you're always wearing your heart on your sleeve. I feel like you guys are huge voicers. Also being ruled by the moon, your intuition is always high. So if you feel in your intuition and in your spirit that somebody's feelings aren't the same as yours, you will speak up about it. And I just feel like you're completely fed up. You're completely frustrated at how you keep on expressing so many feelings that you have for someone and they're not doing the same thing back for you. So I do feel like that is your fed up energy. And all the red in this card, this is connected to your root chakra. So I feel like maybe something in your childhood happened where you always expressed yourself time and time again how much you love somebody or how much you care for somebody, but nobody ever did that same continuous thing back for you. So I feel like a lot of you guys, that does stem from your childhood. That's where that frustration is really coming from. And squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. Okay, period, Cancer. A lot of you guys are really going to be either linking up with old people, making amends, reconciling, or you're really going to find your true soul tribe, okay? The pig is so funny, like, and do you see the little, like, pelican on his head? That is so cute to me. And I feel like the huge meaning of this card is they're two complete different animals, but they're friends and they can get along. So Cancer, I feel like you're going to meet a lot of people that look outside of your regular friend group. They don't fit society's norm or something like that. You're completely on two different spectrums, but I feel like you're really going to end up being really close with them. Like, you're about to find your soul tribe. So I love that for you. And extra, dramatic, trying too hard, starter. Somebody's extra as fuck and they're a clown. Whoever that fire sign is, or that Scorpio, I'm telling you, like, this person is so extra. They're so dramatic. That's where the controlling tactics probably came in, because they were probably like, oh, if you're dressed like that, I know that this is going to happen and this is going to happen. Like, somebody try to conjure up this whole little thing and make it the biggest thing in the world. Like, they might as well put on a fucking play. Like, are we at the fucking Benedum Center? Like, geez. And karmic, third party relationship lesson. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been cheated on before, or you have just learned the lessons when it comes to third parties. A lot of you guys probably have a karmic soulmate. If it's not this person, I feel like you've experienced that already. You definitely have karmic soul ties to people, Cancer, and that is for sure. But I just feel like you know the lessons that it took with those people, so I don't feel like you're going to repeat it. And then dirty money, laundering, stealing, illegal. Yeah, this came out. Whose reading got this? I think it was a collective reading. But nevertheless, that person that you're so fed up with, they could be like doing something illegally for money. Somebody could literally have fake printed money. You see how she has all the bills hanging up on there? That reminds me of one of my favorite shows on Netflix, Good Girls. If you've never seen it, go watch it. If you enjoy my vibe, I guarantee you'll like that show. But yeah, somebody's very fraudulent. Somebody's doing fraudulent activity, just period. Snack, obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. Okay. I told y'all, these cards are so funny. And I love that these are a couple of these cards that came out are my first time having them come out for anybody's reading. So Cancer, this is big for you. But somebody does look at you like a snack. They find you very physically attractive. That's why you got that Queen of Wands card. I just feel like somebody just sees you as so good looking. That's probably why they get mad and try to control everything that you do. Because I feel like Cancer, if you walk outside and everybody see how good you look, somebody else is going to treat you better. That's why they try to control you. That's what they're really afraid of. New boo, new love, learning each other, and flirtations. A lot of you guys have a new boo coming on the horizon. Yeah, whoever the fuck that fire sign is, I feel like they're about to get left in the dust and they don't even know it. And lost, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. Cancer, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys could be ghosting this person. You're like, look, you're gonna keep being controlling, you're gonna keep trying to avoid change, you always want to argue with me, but you don't ever I hate people that bring problems, but they don't like to solve them. And that's what it seems like this person does. They bring problems to the relationship and they don't ever help solve them. It's always up to you to keep being the sweet one. And I feel like you're done doing that shit. You're like, I'm gonna ghost you. We don't even gotta talk no more. I'm just not gonna respond to you. And I really truly feel like that's what a lot of you guys are doing. So Cancer, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated in some type of way. Also, lastly, somebody could have ghosted you as well. And that could have had you feeling like, wow, they're so childish, or they're so cowardice, like it says. They're such a coward for doing that. They should have just spoke up with their chest and told me what it really was and then left me. But Cancer, I always like to make it known you have to give yourself your own closure, because the era that we're living in, honey, you might get ghosted 27 more times. I'm gonna just be honest with you. And you have to give yourself that closure, because it's not up to that person to give it to you. As bad as you may want it, as bad as you may yearn for it and feel like it's really the right thing to do, that's because you're the Queen of Cups. You're that sweetheart energy, but everybody doesn't have your heart. And I feel like that's a huge reminder, okay? So if somebody has ghosted you in the past, I need you right now, after this video, to like give closure to yourself. Like light a candle, light your sage, light your Palo Santo, whatever it is, and really give yourself closure. Like, I forgive this person for not giving me the closure I needed. I grant it to myself, just period. So Cancer, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated in some type of way. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.